Good. Hey guys, how's it going? Episode 11. All right. How you doing, Mikey?
Good. How's it going with you, JJ?
Hey, never better. So let's talk a little bit about Raw. Nothing too spectacular happened this week. Another boring week. We had Reigns go over on Lashley, which
Very predictable.
very predictable. But what do we do with Lashley now?
I have no idea.
They could have somehow turned this into a triple threat, which we still have time for that to happen. But I just don't.
At the very end of the match last night, they had Roman beat him, and then they had Bobby do the handshake. They shook hands, and when they shook hands, I'm like, come on, turn.
Just yeah.
But they didn't.
Yeah, we didn't want to see the handshaking. We wanted someone to turn heel, spice things up a little bit. So we're gonna have Reigns versus Lesnar again.
Yeah, for the 116th time.
117. Yep. Rollins.
And I don't mind.
Sorry?
I don't mind Roman,
No.
but it's getting old.
It's getting old.
I don't understand why they keep pushing him down everybody's throats.
Yeah, and I know that Lesnar's gonna probably have to drop the belt or show up more, right? So it looks like the belt's going to Reigns. Then maybe we'll get a Reigns-Lashley championship match at least.
Or somebody will cash in.
A couple weeks ago, I know I predicted, I don't know if it was, we had this recorded, but I've thought that they're going to have to wrestle for something, and Owens wrestling for the briefcase at SummerSlam, which is neat because I think that's the first time that the briefcase has ever been on the line.
Yeah.
So that's kind of cool.
How are they going to book that match? So, I mean, are they going to have some screwy finish and people come out and help KO?
I think so. Maybe a special referee. Maybe Sami Zayn will come out and be a special guest referee or somehow. Yeah, I see Strowman getting screwed somehow. Why else would you put that on the line unless you're going to take the belt off of him or the briefcase off of him? You're still sick.
I just got a cough. It's fine.
So we had Rollins and Balor go over on Drew and Dolph. Nothing really great there. So now we've got Rollins versus Dolph again. SummerSlam, you think they're going to... So is this going to be a specialty match?
I don't know.
Or just a championship match? Maybe make it 60 minutes, right?
Maybe this is a time where Ambrose comes back.
Yeah.
Save it for SummerSlam.
Yeah, I'm not excited to see Ambrose, but I could see that happening. If you're going to bring him back, it's going to have to be either to help. I could see Dolph and Drew teaming up on Seth, and then maybe Ambrose running in. So we'll see what happens there. Stephanie McMahon announced, was it October?
October, I think they said 28th.
Yeah, first all women's pay-per-view. That could be cool, I guess. We'll see.
I guess they're going to bring back some of the older
Yeah,
ones.
I heard that Trish and Beth are going to be there. Probably Lita, because I think Lita's working in the back with production. It was neat to see Nikki Cross on the ramp. I got a little excited when I saw that because I love her. I can't wait till she makes the main roster. So
the first thing that came to my mind, and I know it's not going to happen, but when they talked about the women's revolution, which I hate that, but when they talked about the women's revolution, and they said from past superstars to present superstars, I immediately thought that'd be awesome if they brought back AJ Lee.
No, that'll never. No,
I know
that would be cool. That didn't even cross my mind because I know that's just way out of bounds for anything WWE would do that even had a little bit of CM Punk written on it. So yeah, I don't see that. That'd be cool if she did, because she was like one of the last good wrestlers. Yeah. Maybe by then we'll have Carmella drop the belt. Well, hopefully SummerSlam she drops the belt. We'll see what happens tonight on SmackDown if she gets announced for who is it supposed to be?
Her and Becky Lynch.
Becky Lynch, yeah. So I really don't want to see Carmella walking into the first women's pay-per-view as champ.
No.
That's kind of a disgrace. What else we got in wrestling world, man?
It's kind of a boring. We kind of talked about, what about Sasha and Bailey?
Yeah, that's
That whole
just.
thing.
That breaks my heart every time I see him hugging and kissing.
What I think they're setting it up is, I think Sasha is playing Bailey. She did all that "I love you" stuff last
Oh.
week. She's trying to get into Bailey's good graces, and then
Out of nowhere.
Out of
just
nowhere.
Take her out. That'd be cool. That would be something Sasha's heel character
Yeah.
would do, like in the past, the way she works. So that would be cool. I think that's the only way you can go. You can't have these two hugging and kissing all the way to the ring and during tag team matches. So I was a little worried that the big announcement was going to be a women's tag team title. I wasn't too excited for that.
eventually I think that's going to come.
I think it will, but we got to get some good wrestlers first.
Yeah.
I could see like a mid-card championship, like a Intercontinental Women's or U.S. Women's
I
title.
think the only reason why they did this women's only pay-per-view is to make up for them not being on that biggest Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I suppose. Give them a bone. Or throw them a bone, right? Is that what it says? Yeah. So, wrestling world.
As far as tonight, SmackDown, nothing really excites me about that.
I'm not excited about wrestling.
No.
You know,
We should talk about going to Pro Line.
why didn't we write that down on
I
the
know.
board? You know, last Friday, we went to Stratford, took the whole family. There was, what, 6 of us?
Yes.
4 of the 6, that was their first indie show. And I don't know how they were feeling walking in. I think they were a little skeptical. It's like, oh, what is this? But they all walked out smiling and happy, and it's like,
Yeah.
when's the next one? Really cool show. So we got Logan Lynch, still a champ.
That was a very good match.
You know, these guys, they're,
Yeah, Adam Grace was
Grace, yeah.
the guy that he was facing, and it was a very good match.
Yep, those guys can really go. And yeah, even the brother-in-law John got involved. You know, he was able to kick one of the guys in the face.
That was cool.
That was pretty cool. So, yeah, it was a Stratford indie show crowd. You know, that scares me a little bit. 'Cause, you know, toothless aggression. But yeah, it was still fun. All these guys come from Chicago, Oshkosh, all over the country. Well, I shouldn't say country. Some of their characters are from New Jersey, but yeah, these guys, they're really doing a good show. But yeah, awesome indie show. They're gonna have one hopefully September 22nd in Stevens Point. Otherwise, yeah, they're all over the place now. A lot of Oshkosh shows, but they're all over the place. Check out Frontline Pro. I'll put a little thing on the bottom here and check them out.
Very impressed.
Yep, they're only getting better. We saw them. This is our second time. The first.
And they were better this time than they were last time.
The only thing that kills me and it was just making me cringe the entire night is that this DJ
Yeah.
does not know how to push play on his laptop.
I don't think he works for the company.
No, he doesn't work for. I don't think he works for Frontline. I think he was just like a local DJ, but still,
Stratford's finest DJ.
he blew his speakers before the show started, and he's getting theme songs for wrestlers mixed up, and then something. And maybe we should go out into the hardware store and buy him a bell and a wrench that they can have instead of actually pushing a button on the computer and ding, ding, ding. But other than that, we were happy and impressed, and $10 a ticket.
Exactly.
We had fun. So, yeah, Frontline Pro, we're gonna keep promoting them and just trying to get as many shows as we can because we love wrestling and these guys put on good shows. So, yeah, I think we're done with Wrestling World.
Yep.
So, you crazy son of a bitch wanted to do a top 10 hair bands
Mix it up a little bit.
I know, mix it up, but man, both of us growing up in the
And-
80s.
That was my genre of music when I was growing up. So
Yep, that's all I listened to. And this was another one that made my brain hurt. And I had my list twice, and I walked in here and just changed it before we started recording because this isn't easy. So, ladies and gentlemen, we give you top 10 hair bands.
top 10 hair bands.
But what we're gonna do is, I've got my brother's top 10 list he gave me, so we're gonna do a triple threat top
Alright.
10 here, just to see how I know his and ours match up pretty close, which makes sense, you know, because we both listen to the same stuff. And I'm sure yours is gonna be very similar. I think we might. What was our?
7.
Seven? Would it be
was our
seven or-
was our top.
I think we might get it this week, guy. All right, so Mike, why don't you give me your number
10.
10?
My number 10. I knew I had to put them on there. I wasn't a big fan of them, but they were instrumental in the hair band genre. But they're 10.
10.
Def Leppard.
Yeah.
I was never a big fan of them. I think they're all right,
Yeah, they're up. Yep.
but
They would have been an honorable mention for me.
yeah,
They were there.
they were there.
I
And
wasn't
I knew
a big
I
fan.
should put them on there, but I was never a big fan of
Is
them.
it because they're from Europe?
I don't know. I have a couple of bands on here that are from Europe. They had a couple good songs like Pour Some Sugar on Me.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't make my top 10, but I did think of them. We'll go with Rocco's number 10, White Lion. That would have been an honorable mention for me. I loved White Lion. I know I had one of their tapes. I don't know if I had any of their CDs, but yeah, White Lion. My number 10, probably gonna piss a lot of people off, but the only reason they're at 10 is because I'm not a fan of their lead singer. I think he's a douchebag. Poison. Poison's huge. They're big. They're known worldwide, but I just could not stand Bret Michaels. My favorite musician of all time, Richie Kotzen, was in Poison for an album, Native Tongue. So I at least had to put Poison somewhere. So I gave him number 10. Rocco had White Lion. You got number 9?
My number 9, I like this band, and I've seen them 3 different times at Rockfest, and they were all the time. Every time I saw them was very, very good. My number 9 is Cinderella.
Ooh, yeah. I saw Cinderella one year with you there. I love Cinderella. They're a little higher on my list. Yeah. Bell Bottom Blues. Is that the name of that song? It's my favorite song. It's like not even one of their hits.
Nobody's Fool.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Don't Know What You Got.
Yep. What's that train? Last Train, Out of My Heart. I'm going to start singing. We don't want that. All right, so Rocco's... Ooh, hey, we have an On the Nuts right here. Me and Rocco, we both have Tesla at number 9.
Ooh, that's a good.
Ooh, yeah. I used to just listen to Tesla nonstop, all the time. Pretty sure we saw them at Rockfest together too. What year did we go? 2006, 5, 6, 7,
Something like
that. Yep. I love Tesla. What do you got for number 8?
My number 8 is Whitesnake.
Ooh, yeah. They're a little higher.
Tawny Katane.
No, I actually like White Snake. Yeah, she got really gross.
Yes, you did.
Yeah. David Coverdale, one of the best voices. Oh, she's just amazing. Rock was number 8. Whoa, look at there, White Snake.
Oh,
On the Nuts. We each had one. Bing, bing. My number 8, Skid Row, Sebastian Bach. Another amazing voice, you know. Slave to the Grind's one of my favorite albums. What do you got for number 7?
my number 7 is Rat.
Ooh, yeah. Good.
Round and Round, Lay It Down.
Yep.
I think they were a very underrated band back then.
Guess what Rocco's got for number 7? Rat.
Really?
Yep. I've got them, but they're higher. My number 7's Great White. Love Great White. You got number 6?
My number 6 is Warrant.
Oh yeah.
They had some awesome songs.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute, what?
Where's my warrant? I had Warrant on my list. God damn it.
That's right. He's a little slow, ladies and gentlemen.
My head hurts. Oh, I know it. Yeah, Warrant. 32 pennies.
Huh?
32 pennies. That's one of my favorite songs by Warrant.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Cherry Pie. Heaven.
Oh, that's Bobby Brown in that video. I bet
Yeah.
you she's still hot. Whew. All right, that was your number 6. Rocco's got Winger at number 6. Loved Winger. Kip, they wrote all the music. Even now he's doing like opera and stuff. He's still out there. My number 6 is Whitesnake. David Coverdale. Best in the biz. You got number 5?
My number 5, for reasons you already mentioned, and I think this is one of the best frontmen, one of the best frontmen, Skid Row.
Skid Row. Good.
18 in Life.
Yep. Quicksand Jesus. Yeah, good stuff. I love it. That was your number 6?
That was
your number
five.
5. Rocco's got Def Leppard at 5. As you had them at 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My number 5 is Cinderella. Yep, good stuff. Tom Keith, another amazing voice. You know, a lot of these bands have very unique lead singers. Their voices are just, you can just hear one little snippet and you know who it is. You got number 4?
My number 4, I love this band when it came out. They had a lot of good songs, that never got airplay. My number 4 is Twisted Sister.
A little too much hair for me. I was never a fan of Twisted
Alright.
Sister. Yeah.
Scott Kazubuki got me started on them.
Yeah.
He loves Twisted Sister.
Yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, Dee Snider is just too freaky looking for me. I don't know if it's that big hair, or the makeup, or the outfits. And I can't even think of one song that I really like. You know, there's some of their stuff is good. That was your 4. Mm-hmm. Rocco's got Warrant at 4. Yeah. Janie Lane. When did he die? 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, I think it was 11 or 12.
Really? Yeah. There was another voice. They're still on tour with another singer, but it's just not the same. I don't like when bands do that.
No.
Especially if it's the lead singer that's gone. That's the sound. Even guitarists, that's tough too. So, my number 4 is Rat. What are their songs? Way Cool Jr. That's probably my favorite Rat song. All right, you got number 3?
My number 3, you're gonna be when I say this.
You can say Dokken.
They started out as a hair band, then they kind of evolved into what they are today. My number 3 is Bon Jovi.
Yeah.
I knew that reaction was gonna come.
Yeah. they're good. How many albums do they have? Like 34 albums?
Yeah. But when they started out was Slippery When Wet in New Jersey.
New Jersey, that was.
And if you look at them when that was a hair band.
Yeah.
I mean, big
hair.
Then they kind of evolved in the 90s into they weren't a hair band.
Yeah, they're like a pop band almost.
Yeah, but in the 80s they were a hair band.
Yeah, whatever it takes to stay on the mainstream, stay on the radio. Rocco's number 3 is Guns N' Roses.
See, I love Guns N' Roses, but I didn't even have them on the list because I don't really consider them a hair band myself.
You know what? I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't either until Rocco sent me his list. I'm like, GNR, are they a hair band? And he sent me a picture. You know, they all had big hair at one time. So that's why I redid my list. Because I'm putting them on then. Because I figured you would have. Because I know that's one of your favorite bands.
I love GNR.
Yeah.
I don't consider them a hair band. I more consider them like a AC/DC type of hard rock.
Hard rock.
Band.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
teach their own.
Yeah. So my number 3, Winger. God, I love Winger. Down Incognito. That's one of my favorite Winger songs. And you had Winger? Who had Winger? Rocco had Winger. Okay. How about your number 2?
My number 2 is Poison.
Ooh, look at that. Rocco had number
They had
2, Poison.
They were to this day. They put on a very good show, and all of them are kind of older. But
Yeah. We saw them at Rockfest together. What year was that? We saw a lot of good bands that year. I want to say 2006.
they opened up for Def Leppard that year, and Def Leppard was terrible.
Yeah. I saw footage of them on tour like nowadays, and they just stay
Def
home.
Leppard couldn't hit the high notes.
Just stay home. My number 2 is Motley Crue. And to be honest, my favorite Motley Crue album is the one with John Corabi. That's my favorite Motley Crue CD. But you've got, Vince Neil. He had his own solo album, at least one. That was really good. But yeah, I love Motley Crue. That was my number 2. What's your number 1 then?
My number 1. 10 through 2 was hard. My number 1 I wrote was easy to me.
Yeah.
My number 1 is Motley Crue, because anybody that knows me, that's one of my favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
Girls, Dr. Feelgood.
Dr. Feelgood, that album, the whole album is one of those albums you can just listen to.
Exactly.
You don't even skip a song.
I remember when Girls came, the video came out on MTV. I'm like,
yep.
oh,
Good stuff. Yeah, Rocco had Motley Crue at number 1 up too.
Tommy Lee, one of the best drummers of all time.
Yep.
Nikki Sixx does not get enough credit for his.
He's okay.
Nick Mars.
Nick Mars deserves more credit. He's really good, but Nikki Sixx, he's just a douchebag.
He's a good player though.
Yeah, I guess. My number 1, I had, after it was clarified that GNR was a hair band, I put them at number 1. Appetite for Destruction is the best album ever.
You're not getting any arguments from me. I love GNR.
Yeah. And that's probably the only really good album they had. Spaghetti Incident, was that just all covers?
Yeah, I can't remember.
The Use Your Illusion 1 and 2, those were good, but anything now,
Favorite GNR song?
Huh?
Favorite GNR song?
Probably Night Train,
I got 2 sitting right in my head.
or what's that one? Rocket Queen.
The 2 that come to my mind is Civil War and Patience.
Patience is good. Yeah. There's what's that song on Use Your Illusion? I can't think. So Fine, is that on one of the? So Fine, My Michelle.
My Michelle, that's a good one.
Some of my favorite songs
Did
are.
they do a Bob Dylan cover?
I don't know. Never a Bob Dylan fan.
I think it was 6. Actually, did you have Def Leppard?
You and Rocco had 9. You didn't have White Lion, but wait, you had Def Leppard and yeah.
You didn't have Def Leppard, did you?
I didn't.
Okay.
He did. We both had Tesla. We all had Poison. Did you have Poison?
Yeah, there were 2 on my list.
Yeah, this was a tough one because I had honorable mentions. I had Dokken, I had Kicks.
Ooh, Kicks. I forgot about Kicks.
Mr. Big. Wish we had Brian Sternat here. He would just start and ramble them all off.
I had
Badlands.
I had Europe.
Europe. Yep.
Slaughter.
Oh, how did I forget Slaughter?
I almost put Slaughter.
I loved Slaughter. Eye to Eye was a good song.
Quiet Riot.
Quiet. And they're okay.
Striper. I was just thinking of bad
Not
things.
so much.
Wasp.
Yeah, I never got into Wasp.
They were a little bit more harder.
Yeah. Trying to think. Is Anthrax a hair band? That's
really.
more of a thrasher.
Yeah.
This was a tough one.
This was very tough.
I know I was joking around about next week's top 10, but I'm a little scared. That one might, break me.
Yeah.
So if we do a top 10 lead guitarists, lead guitar, not bass, lead guitar, that could be tough. Should we do it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. I know my number 1.
I know my number 1 easy.
I know my number 2.
I know my number 2. See, it's not going to be that hard, JJ.
But the rest is going to suck. Oh, man. All right, so Wrestling World's covered. Hairband World is covered. I think that's episode 11, man.
Yes, and next week we'll do the guitarists, and Packer training camp starts Thursday. So
Cool. We can do some of that because
Packer training camp.
Tomorrow we are going to Green Bay.
Yes.
So maybe we'll take some pictures and
Put them on the site.
put them on the page. Yeah. So, all right,
Well,
that's
have a
episode
good week,
11.
everybody, and we'll see you next week.
See you guys. Thanks.
Why do I feel like it's never gonna stop? Take my time and the bomb's about to drop. Not skipping, gotta keep spinning. Minds are firing, I'm twitching in the kitchen. Days go by and the world's about to pop. Just take it slow. You're tied to the road. Trapped in time as I slowly start to climb. Moves are slow and the creeps seem to mind. Not skipping, gotta keep spinning. Guns are firing, I'm twitching in the kitchen. Break my spine and the bomb's about to drop. Just take it slow. You're tied to the road. I'm going home. My mind is blown. I'm going down till my soul is gone again. She said, I'm skipping, gotta keep spinning. Minds are firing, I'm twitching in the kitchen. Break my spine and the bomb's about to drop. Just take it slow.